Hello and welcome to Mailtrap Videos, where we explore the world of emails. Today we'll see how to send emails in Symfony. In Symfony, we create messages and send them with the help of two components, Mailer and Mime. Let's make sure they're installed in your Symfony project. Check out your composer.json file. If they are not installed, run the command composer require symfony/mailer. Let's check a few other configurations as well. In the file .env, you can find the example for the SMTP server configurations named Symfony/mailer. There you'll need to change the username, password, and maybe SMTP port and sending domain to start sending emails. Next, let's take a look at how to write code for the mailer class object. Here we already prepare a mailer controller that generates the object representing the necessary data for email sending. Indicate various data required for sending emails. To specify the sender, for example, use the from method and pass the sender's email address as a string. Alternatively, you can use an address object to represent the sender's email and pass it to the constructor. You can also use this construction if you need to specify the sender's name. Next, just like you did with the from address, do indicate the to and, if needed, the CC and BCC parameters. Now you can write the text of the email using text or HTML method. The text method is necessary if the email client doesn't support HTML emails, and for those that do, use the HTML method. Additionally, there is an HTML template method where you can indicate that the email template should be used from the PHP Twig template engine. Here you can also add attachments to the email from a public directory like GD. Alternatively, you can provide a local or external resource using this method. And this method is to add a CID attachment. To send an email, you can use the mailer service that is added to the necessary method using Symfony's auto wiring. This object has a send method that takes the email object you have formed as an argument. And that's how you can send an email using Mailer. Alright, now let's take a look at how we can send emails in Symfony via an SMTP server, which in our example will be that of Mailtrap. First, you'll need to register an account and verify the domain from which you will send emails. Afterwards, on the Sending Domains page, go to the API and SMTP tab and select SMTP Settings. There you'll find the settings you need to use for sending emails. Next, make sure that the Mailer and Mime components are installed in your Symfony project. In our case, we use the latest version of Symfony, version 6.2. You can find the link to it in the description of this video. After installing the required components, go to the configuration file. There, you need to add the configuration for the mailer in the Mailer DSN section. Here, you need to add the configuration provided by the Mailtrap, like the domain, port, username, and password. Once you have added the configuration, you can test the email sending functionality using the console command mailertest. In this function, you must pass the recipient's and sender's email addresses using the from parameter. It's important to make sure that the domain of the sender's email address matches the domain you registered with Mailtrap. Let's run the command and see if we got the email. And there it is. Next, let's take a look at how we can do the same with the help of an API. Again, we'll be using Mailtrap. So, after registering an account and verifying the domain, on the Sending Domains page, you'll find your API key under the password field. To send emails via API, Mailtrap offers a PHP client. The relevant documentation can be found on GitHub, and the link to it is in the description of this video. The client offers easy integration with frameworks such as Laravel and Symfony. So go ahead and install the library for Symfony. In our example, we already installed it and have the HTTP client to send the email. The next step is to configure the transport type to be used for sending emails. This is done in the config/services.yaml file. In our project, the required settings are already configured in the configuration file. Next, you'll need to copy-paste your credentials to the .env file. So copy this configuration and paste it into the Symfony Mailer block. Now, copy your Mailtrap's account API key and paste it in the same block. To test if the email is sent, you can use this console command available in Symfony 6.2. The command takes an email address as an argument and a from parameter that specifies the email address from which the email is sent. It is important that the domain used in the from email address matches the domain you registered. After running the command, check your email to make sure the email was sent successfully. And here is our test email. Just like that, you can start sending emails with Symfony. We at Mailtrap hope you found this tutorial helpful. Thank you for watching this video brought to you by Mailtrap, an email delivery platform to test, send, and control your email infrastructure all in one place. Like and share this video and subscribe to our channel to see more tutorials like this one, and we will see you in our next one.